often do drive down a street and see a beautiful house and wonder, what does it look like inside? You want inspiration, and we're bringing you heaps. In this series, we showcase a variety of houses: sprawling mansions, elegant townhouses, compact city apartments. We explore these creations and talk to the visionaries who brought them to life, as well as the people who live in them. It's all about sharing with you how they put it all together. I'll also be showing you how to get the look in your own home with decor advice and tips. I'm Juliet Newell, and this is Finest Homes Johannesburg. Today we're showing you a house in Bryanston, Johannesburg. It's recently undergone a full renovation and a decor makeover. Interior designer Clint Lewis was called in to transform this house into a family home. Clint, when did you get involved with this project?
Sure, I got involved right from the beginning. These are old clients of mine. I've known them probably close to 10 years now. And this was an existing house. And the clients, you know how it goes, when you get kids or more kids, you know, the existing layout doesn't really, fulfill your needs anymore. And so they decided to renovate. They love the location. Yeah. So it's very close to the Sandton CBD. So yeah, they didn't want to go anywhere, they wanted to renovate.
So you weren't just involved with the decor, it was a full renovation?
Full renovation. Look, I'm big on planning. So for me, I get involved with electrics, with ceiling designs, lighting, all those placements. I'd like to have all those things in place, yes, before a person even starts the renovation process. You plan, and then you know what you're going for.
Like this area we're in at the moment, this was not like this at all, was it?
No, not at all. This was actually quite a dingy opening area. It was almost like a entrance to the front area. There was toilet pipes exposed. It wasn't a very pretty area. So we decided to redo this and to make it a beautiful entrance foyer.
Well, it certainly is welcoming, and then it leads you through to the rest of the home.
That's it. Look, in terms of the look that we wanted to achieve, it is boutique. I say boutique luxury. And so I wanted the first impression to be that as you enter the house.
A representation of what you're about to see.
That's it, yeah. An introduction, yeah.
Let's have a look.
Okay, great.
Excellent. The shell of this home is light and sophisticated. High gloss tiles, fresh cream walls, and crisp white ceilings. It's the perfect canvas for beautiful, elegant decor. I take it this is the formal lounge.
That's it.
And you've gone for neutral colours throughout the house. Why did you do that, especially considering they've got young kids?
Look, the way that I like to design is to use neutral palettes in terms of a basis, and then to accentuate with colour. So whether it be rugs, scatter cushions, artwork, objet, that's how I love to decorate. I also find if you design and decorate a house in that particular way, you'll have more longevity and more timelessness, in the interiors.
So is this out of bounds for the kids?
Yes and no. We did take precautions, and we did Scotch guard every single fabric in this house.
Wonderful.
Yes, because they do have small young kids. So we did take those precautions. So they are allowed in here, but yeah.
Yeah, if something happens, they can just wipe it off.
Exactly.
So now the trick with designing in neutrals, in creams and golds like you have here, is to layer. How do you get that right?
Texture, patterns, smaller patterns, metallics. It's basically that play and that combination that you need to get right that tells the story.
Now, I see you've got quite a lot of metallics in this space.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we went for German silver, we went for gold leaf on the coffee table, the mirror coffee table, we went for stainless steel silver bases on the lamps. And you'll see that, you know, the way that you combine those different metallics, it creates quite a beautiful story.
And it works.
It does, yeah, it definitely does.
It's like the question, can you mix light wood and dark wood? Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
How you do it.
You just need to know how to do it.
Yes. Clint, you've gone for quite a lot of seating in this area. Are they big entertainers?
Absolutely, yeah. These clients, they love to entertain. So even in terms of the renovation, what we've done is the previous house was quite boxy. So we've bashed walls, we've made it open. So, you know, it is a beautiful entertainment space when everything is opened.
I love the way you've selected fairly modern sofas, and then you've gone for deep buttoning at the back of the sofas, so it makes it more classical.
Absolutely, yes.
And then the chairs as well, they're classical.
Yes.
But it makes it fairly timeless.
Yes. It's, you know, you have certain modern elements and you've got certain classical elements. Just because something is modern and something is classical, it doesn't mean you can't combine the two. It's just to get that right combination.
Sofas and chairs can look good, but are they made well? Upholsterer and furniture manufacturer in Houghton says it's all about using good quality materials.
We like to believe that the sofa's been invented, so, you know, 2 seats, 2 arms and a backrest is kind of standard. But for us, it's kind of, we're always reinterpreting other people's work, but we're just making it as best as possible with the best materials. It's just timber, then you got your hardware, your springs and webbing, and that. Always put a spring in the seat, not a webbing. It just lasts, and it also gives a more comfortable base. It sort of lasts longer. Then also your foam. Your foam is very important. You know, cheap foam obviously won't last long. So yes, we just buy the best quality that we can.
A neutral interior is perfect for the avid art collector. And in this home, the owners have taken advantage of this. The art adds colour, interest, and often a conversation point too. The art in this room is really beautiful. Is it something you selected for the client, or did they choose it themselves?
It's something that I proposed to the clients and they fell in love with it. So it is done by South African artists, so they're original pieces. I think they're beautiful and they love them.
Now, collecting art is quite a thing. How do you start?
Art is a very subjective thing, so especially for your home, it's a very personal space. So it needs to be a piece that you love. That's important. The clients, I can suggest it for the interiors, you know, that it looks beautiful, but at the end of the day, the clients, they need to have that connection.
So what are we looking at next?
Next, I want to show you the main bedroom. For me, that's the best.
Okay. Coming up, the master suite. It's Hollywood glamour at its best. The dining room, fit for royalty. And an outside entertainment area for all seasons. In this episode, we're showcasing a rather glamorous family home in Bryanston, Johannesburg. The palette is neutral, with lots of metallics and a bit of bling. The main bedroom is the star of the show, reminiscent of old Hollywood glamour. Clint, you must have had a lot of fun in this bedroom.
Loved it. This is no doubt the best room for me in the house. The client's brief was basically to create a sanctuary for them.
And it is.
And it is. It's exactly that.
Now you've divided up the space really, really cleverly because it's a big room.
Yes. So yes, we've got the seating area to the one side where they can just chill and, you know, kick back, relax, read a magazine. We've also extended the furniture arrangements into the bathroom, so, you know, they can continue the conversation there. And yeah, it's just comfortable, it's lush, it's divine.
When I look at this room, I think of old Hollywood glamour. Was that your inspiration?
I wanted to create a space that was luxurious, that was comfortable, but still gives that element of sophistication, that elegance.
And glamour.
And glamour.
It's very glamorous.
Absolutely, yes. You'll see the headboard behind me over here with the diamond shape, etc., with the metallic that we upholstered it on. That's the showpiece for me in the room.
Absolutely, and these gorgeous chandeliers.
Stunning chandeliers. Also locally made, supporting the local boys. Yeah.
Good. I think it's important.
It is very important, yes.
Then you've gone for a lot of layering on the bed.
Yes, we went for a custom silk quilted throw, and then obviously you've got then your oversized scatter cushions, and then also your bolster that's in front of that, yes.
Again, you've gone for similar shades and tones, but it's the textures that give you all that interest and variety.
Yes, no, absolutely. It's the textures and also the very subtle patterns that is present on the fabrics. You know, the stud detail, the silver studs that you just see. Again, we've also used gold leafing here, mirrored side tables. So it's all that play on the different textures, the different finishes. It's all of that combined together.
Dare I say this room is extravagant. You've got this beautiful space here, you've got the walk-in closet, and then you've got that bathroom. Absolutely magnificent.
Yes, no, absolutely extravagant would be the right way to describe it, yes. You've got, like you said, the walk-in closet with ample storage space. You've even got the Louis Vuitton shoes on display, which is stunning. That's what the client wanted. She wanted to walk in, see the shoes, you know, have that experience.
Does she wear them?
Yes, she does, and she looks great in them, yes.
I'm sure. You can't have Louis Vuittons and not wear them.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to snoop around the dressing room and the bathroom, and I'll catch up with you in the dining room in just a bit. Excellent, thanks. Ooh, this is every girl's dream. Shelves, space, cupboards, drawers. You've got shelving for hats, handbags, accessories, shoes. Oh, these are lovely. You do want shoes like this on display. Pity they're not my size. Let's go around the corner and see what's there. Cupboards galore. Now, if I lived in this home, this would be my happy place. It's the ultimate in extravagance. You've got this quartz stone bath, it's an egg-shaped bath, and the television set so you can lie in a bubble bath, watch television and just relax. What else do they have in here? Heated towel rails, underfloor heating, double vanity, and this massive, massive shower. Does it get any better than this? Well, I found something else that'll impress you. A Versace towel. Gotta love it. This is a very grand dining room.
I love this dining room. It's a generous 12-seater. The table is French polish solid wood. Also, I love doing 2 heads at the table.
Yes, I noticed that. Why have you done that?
I did it because, you know, often when you only have 1 head, then the husband and wife sit on total opposite ends of the table.
Yeah.
But at least if you do 2 heads, then they can sit next to each other whilst they entertain. So I love doing that in
What a
most
good
of my...
idea.
Thank you.
If you've got the space, you certainly
Yes.
can.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
And then you've gone for the bulkhead,
Correct.
just to demarcate the space, and then also for lighting.
Lighting, we went also for rope lighting, just to give an ambient glow. You know, so it just accentuates the bulkhead. And then obviously then we've got this beautiful crystal chandelier.
And in a dining room, you can have a piece like this.
Absolutely, yes. I think it's essential to have a piece like this in your dining room. And when you walk in, that is your showpiece.
It is. Obviously, these flowers and the bowl in the middle are here for decorative purposes.
Yes.
And when you're entertaining, you'll take them away. And what do you have left? That chandelier.
Absolutely. And that speaks volumes.
And then you've got the TV room here, or as I like to call it, the home theatre. It's ideal because it's right in the heart of the entertainment area.
Absolutely. And what we did is you can obviously have your normal viewing with your TV. Then we've also got a drop-down screen.
I mean, do you want anything bigger than that TV anyway? Apparently you do.
Yeah, apparently you do. If not, why not? Yeah.
And there's a lot of seating space here as well. That giant L-shaped sofa, so you can really lounge around and enjoy your time in the room. And the ottoman instead of a coffee table.
Correct. You know, they do have, like I said before, small kids. So, you know, the coffee table, you know, it's not necessarily the best choice, you know, wood coffee table. It's nicer to have an ottoman. It's a little bit more practical. The kids can climb on it. You can pull it towards you, kick your feet up, relax, watch a game on your big screen.
Or your roll-down screen.
Or your roll-down screen, yeah.
Whatever tickles your fancy. And then you've got upholstered panels on the wall. Is that for acoustics?
It is for acoustics, yes.
Clinton, and what I love about this space is that you've added a bit of fun with the scatter cushions.
Correct, yes. Yeah, we went for different patterns, stripes, different fabrics, different textures.
Looks great. It works really, really well. And that sofa says, come and sit on me and watch TV. That's what you want. It looks
it's inviting, very inviting, yes.
This outside area is an entertainer's dream. You've got a massive patio area. You've got this pool with the wonderful lounges and umbrellas, a tennis court. And then in winter, just imagine sitting beside this fire pit, roasting marshmallows. Coming up, I show you how to get some of these looks in your own home. Today we're showcasing an elegant Bryanston family home. The shell is neutral, porcelain tiles, cream walls and crisp white ceilings. The soft furnishings are in tones of creams, golds and taupes. The patio and pool areas are colourful, blues, greys and yellows. The lounge is elegant, plush fabrics, texture on texture, pattern on pattern. The coloration in the lounge is gold on cream, on gold, on metallics, silvers and golds and German silvers, and it all works together. So I've put together a scheme for you. It's not as gold, it's more silvery, but you'll see it just comes together so beautifully. We're going to start off with an upholstery fabric. This will not be the main upholstery. This will probably be an occasional chair. Now watch how I layer this. So we've got upholstery fabric there, an occasional chair or a scatter cushion in that. So now you can see we've started introducing a little bit of silver. Some more silver, and this is a satin, so this would be on a scatter cushion or on a lampshade, not heavyweight upholstery. And then you've got another pattern there, which again is in the silvers and the creams. And one more. A warmer metallic there as well. So you've got your golds, you've got your silvers, you've got a bit of charcoal. And then just to bring it all together, I'm going to add a dark charcoal. That just gives it a bit of a contrast. And then a beautiful bold pattern. I say bold because the flowers are quite large, but it's silver on grey, so it doesn't stand out too much. It's actually quite subtle. And let me add this into the mix. Quite sophisticated really. Silvers and golds, all these metallics, and it just works so beautifully together. The main suite is glamorous, rich golds and satins and velvets. I'm going to give you a couple of options for the headboard. Let's start off with a vinyl because that's what Clint has used and it works quite well. And remember with vinyl, it upholsters exceptionally well, especially deep buttoned like the headboard in this bedroom. Here is a pearlescent one, so it's more pearl than gold, but it's still got that sheen, which looks really, really glamorous and works so well as a centerpiece in this bedroom. So you've got this one with a bit of a diamond design, and then you've got this one here, which is more plain. And remember, you don't have to have a design on the fabric, or at least the vinyl, because it has its own design in the way it's been stitched. So there's a plain one, there's the cream. It's more of a goldy cream, a German silver cream, and this is a lighter cream. Ignore that, that's not part of it, just happens to be in the book. And then I found something really, really glamorous for perhaps a quilt on the bed. Have a look at this. So in keeping with the glitz, I've selected this fabric, but you'll see that the base is matte, and then we've got a metallic stitching on top, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous design. So let's put that down. But we need to add a bit of depth to this color scheme. So I'm going to introduce a dark, putty, goldy, metallic color. I'm not even sure what to call it, but you'll see it comes together so beautifully when I add in this color. This is a satin, and of course in a Hollywood bedroom you definitely want a bit of satin. Like that. And one more thing that we need, a little bit of design, a little bit of interest, and I've got the perfect thing for you. This is more of a traditional design, but it's still quite modern. And then you add it to the scheme with a stripe, of course. And then your plains. You can see that it's layer on layer, texture on texture, but it's still in keeping with the same coloration of your metallics, your creams, your golds, your stones. It looks magnificent, and it definitely reminds me of Hollywood.
The outside area is bright and bold, yellows and blues, plains and striped.
You'll see around the pool the fabrics that they've used on the sun lounges are in yellows and putties, but I'm going to substitute the putty with a grey because I think grey and yellow go together really beautifully. So there's the yellow, and then I'm going to add the grey. So you've got the yellow, the grey, and the grey and white stripe. Always add a bit of white to keep the other colours fresh. But what do we need now? Good old floral. Isn't that magnificent? If you want to add the yellow in the floral, there's also this fabric, and you incorporate all those colours there. You've got the greys, you've got the whites, you've got the yellows, and it really works beautifully together. So take a look at all those fabrics, and all we need to do now is accessorize, and I've got a couple of pieces I'd like to add into the mix. And I love it because it's gold inside, which is the same as the yellow, only metallic version of it, with the dark black as well, and that works well because it's a darker version of grey, isn't it? Or should I say grey is a lighter version of black? So pop that there. We need a bit of white now. Look at this gorgeous vase. Let's add that into the mix as well. And if you want something a little bit more grounded, you can add in a putty, a cookie jar. Isn't that great? You can see how these colours all work so beautifully together. Now you'll remember in the covered patio section of the house, they've gone with blues. So I'm going to strip out the yellow, keep the greys and the whites, and add a little bit of blue. So let's take this out. We'll keep in the white vase. We'll take out the gold. We'll take out the yellow from here. And we're going to look for a floral in this book to see what we can pull together, which is in keeping with the colour. Ah, there we go. Look at that. So you've got your greys and putties and whites and blues, and it works so beautifully together, and it's so fresh. We want to accessorize again, so let me add in a blue vase. Now you'll say, Jules, you're crazy, it's not the same colour blue. It doesn't have to be the same colour blue. I think gone are the days where colour has to match exactly hue and tone. It's just an idea. So you've got your blues, you've got your putties, you've got your indigo blue. This white vase still works beautifully with what we've put together. And then I found this gorgeous throw for those cool winter evenings. Maybe you're having a braai, but you still want to be outside, and you can just throw in a blue throw into the mix.
Next week, it's contemporary elegance you just have to see. It's a trendy apartment in Houghton, full of colour, designer furniture pieces and clever furniture layouts.